Hey there, guys. It's Kage Tack coming at you today, and we're going to be talking about Tournament Arena, essentially the kind of snafu with the redemption, and oddly enough, I don't know how to put this, but awesome turn of events because some of you may or may not know, I don't bother with the Tournament Arena anymore. I just don't care. I just haven't done it in forever. Heck, I even missed some matches in this current one because I was just gonna skip this one as well. It's like, but I don't know. I feel compelled to play this. I mean, between having to use a faction, which it's a different type of fight. You know, there's some obvious rock paper scissors that are potentially involved, and the other thing being the big elephant in the room is the fact that the final box right now, because of the redemption stuff not being in play, is 150. I feel compelled to play this mode more because I know I can get the box without any real trouble, and I feel like that should be the standard. I feel like 150 is fair. I mean, you don't have to do a ton of matches. I mean, as long as you have, heck, even like a 40% win rate, I think you could hit the 150 box with how assuming you get some kills and you're using the full faction, so you're getting the extra points. I feel like it should be 150 going forward. It's not going to affect the leaderboard at all. The leaderboard is still going to be very competitive and people are going to push hard. I mean, let's look at this board right now for a second. So, as it stands, you've got these top three right here. We've got how long left in this event? A day and a half, give or take. The highest contenders right now, midway through this fight, would just be getting that last box if we went off the old system. Granted, there's, redemption, if that was in play, that could, obviously inflate those numbers higher. I'm not sure if that's with the full win rate or not, but maybe it's time for a change. Maybe, if you want to get more people into this mode, if you want to get more people to actually play it, I can't see why you wouldn't let people have access to that final box easier. I get it. You're not going to get as many Blackstones potentially out of the deal, out of, making people have to fight for that box, but you're going to have people play the game more, play the mode more. I see that as a win. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other drawbacks besides potential Blackstone spend, and realistically, I can't think of any. And oddly enough, I like this mode. I don't know. I like the fact that I'm not going to be fighting the super meta every time. I'm obviously going to be fighting some teams that may just absolutely decimate me or know how to play their faction better because I'm doing ad mechs, obviously. And yeah, I could absolutely get decimated. At the same time, I could decimate other people, or there could be some really close matches. With the bombardment system they added in, we don't have turtling anymore. They've essentially fixed a lot of the issues with this mode over the course of time. Did I ever foresee them doing something with like factions for Tournament Arena? No, never saw this coming. So I'm happy about this fix. It's a good fix. I think this should be Tournament Arena going forward. I like this mode. I like where things are. I'm okay if it stays this way, or even this. I'm okay if you guys want to give people choices to either do faction arena or the old school arena, so they can, because there's obviously people who are gonna want to go that route. I know it may be a bit more work, but or maybe along the lines of you do 2 tournaments a month and you can only opt into one. You either opt in for, you know, the faction one or the generic one. There's a couple ways to go. I mean, obviously there's going to be some issues with you know, whichever route you go if you do decide to implement some changes, because God forbid somebody, you know, does the wrong one and they get locked out or something. But I don't know. I like this mode. I'm gonna play this. In fact, let's do a quick match. I mean, I've got one here, so what, I need 17 more points to go. So let's do one real quick. Let's see how we do. I keep it to common because I'm just looking to get the end box, essentially. I don't really care about anything else. So let's see how we do with this mode here. Let's see. Is he going to go Necrons because that's his avatar? Yes. Yes, he is. I do like these shields as well that they have set up here. I'm happy about this mode now. I'm like, eh. Although, this could be problematic. Wait, he's coming up pretty quick here. I don't like that. I don't like how that's all set up. I can't use... What if we do this? Let's try. Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, that worked. Okay. Alright, that actually worked out pretty well. Do I want to... just jump in his face? Can't get to that. There's no way we're getting to that. Push you in here, and then we'll push you over here. Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh, if I had pushed him back one and hit, maybe I could have done a double there with Actus. That was a misplay on my part. He's in trouble, though. We're still good. Even if he does hit, Rio's gonna live. Yep. He's in a bad spot. This is gonna go poorly for him. Oh, good times. Now, how do I want to handle this? Let's do that, actually. I'll let him get. I'm not too worried about. It's dead. Yeah, he can kill the Rio if he wants. If he does his summons. At least give him 1 point. Or he may just fold here. I mean, it still could be one-sided, mind you. It's, you know, based off player skill. If this guy engaged a little bit differently, it may have turned out completely different, but actually I don't know. It's the first time I'm fighting a full Necron team versus my Admech, so. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, it's over. There you go. He blew up my Rio. There, you get something. Cool. So yeah, that just got that match done. Now I just need potentially one more win and I get the box. And the matches are... I mean, I'd like to say that they're a lot less one-sided, but it is what it is. But I am curious what your guys' thoughts are on that, on TA as a whole. Do you see this as, you know, something where you were on the fence before, you didn't like it, like myself? Because I finished Calandus and I just didn't, I didn't care anymore. But I mean, do you see yourself wanting to actually do this mode now that this chest is super obtainable for this round, on top of, you know, the elevated points and everything? Or even with all of this, are you still like, no, thank you, just gonna opt out of this mode completely? But anyway, there was one more thing I wanted to kind of address. There was a little bit of an error, like this weekend, where for my video got mixed up with Buzz's, and people were coming over here looking to essentially do a contest. So I went and I decided to do something for you guys. You know, I'm just gonna say it out loud because if you got this far in the video, you'll know what to do. Now, I'm not sure how many uses this code has. I don't think it has a ton, but the code is Nurgle this. It that is the code. And it's going to give you something, and you'll understand why it's going to give you that thing. I don't normally go that route, but I figured since, you know, there was a mix-up with that contest, people came over here, tried to enter into it, obviously. I was super confused. I figured I'd do something for you guys in that regard. Plus, with the survival event coming up, we should be working on that character anyway, if you don't already have it high up. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys as always. I will catch you on the next one. Peace. Oh, and see you tonight for the live stream.